All right, let's do part 2 of the Oklahoma uniface scrapers and knives assemblage. I'm just gonna kind of run through them kind of quick. Here's a big old, not sure if it's what it is, but I believe it's a utilized flake, at least a big old one. Looks like they use this edge right here. Pretty cool piece. This one's kind of crude. I found it recently. I think this circular edge, right, semicircular edge right here they were using, definitely has some heavy use. The rest is kind of beat up, but big old slab of Reed Springs shirt. Looks old, has some heavy patinization, some staining on it. I'll call it pre-Clovis and let you experts out there gripe me out. Prove me wrong, maybe. Ooh, here's a cool, I believe to be old. I'll say it. I think this one's Clovis. I'll say it. Just has an old feel to me. Upper Reed Springs shirt, beautiful white coloring. Wish it wasn't broken. I was watching some Clovis site videos the other day. I believe it was the Murray Springs Clovis site in Arizona. And the old man archaeologist kept saying, when he was talking about uniface knives, he kept saying, oh, I forget the exact term, but he said, backed by snapping, I believe. A uniface Clovis knife backed by snapping. So I believe they were doing it on purpose in his assessment. Here's an old looking uniface blade. I believe it's Bixby black material. Has some fine edge work on it, very sharp still. Here's a pretty cool one. I'm not sure if this is a scraper or more like a little celt or what, but it's even kind of got a graver tit right there. Kind of a big first stage looking scraper almost. Very interesting. They knocked the bulb of percussion off on that one. This one's kind of a Cortex right there. I would assume it's kind of a handheld item. Another scraper here. It's got some more Cortex on the side there. Florence shirt. A decent sized scraper. Here's a piece of alibates I found in the river. I'm going to say what that old man said, backed by snapping. Prove me wrong. Beautiful piece of mottled brain textured alibates. Purpley and white and red. Beautiful, man. It's worked all the way around. I'll call it Clovis. Why not? Cool piece. I don't find too much alibates in the river, man. Here's a interesting, this is a biface actually. Bi-pointed. Looks very old. I don't know why the word limus or limus, Limace is coming to mind. I think it's a paleo form. Interesting uniface. Raw K County shirt. Has some, looks to be little graver tits right there. Very interesting form. Cool little uniface. Very sharp. Interesting stuff going on right there. Big old chunk of, what kind of shirt is this? Let me look close. I believe it's kind of some speckled K County. There's some stripes right there. Looks to be worked right here, probably side scraper action. And I'm guessing this is a knife. That's just my guesses, guys. Don't grill me. Like I said, I just like finding this stuff, man. You can kind of rub your finger there and feel. This would make a better knife. This would make a better scraper. I mean, it's obvious when you think about it. I mean, what would you need when you're butchering an animal? You would need both. Why not make it in one tool? A lot of these seem to have that feature, man. This end, a lot of these too are rounded like that and kind of narrow on the kind of the archaic woodland stuff, I'm guessing, heat treated. Maybe for getting marrow out of leg bones or something. Cool piece. Here's a heat treated round big scraper. I found this one below Caw Dam, northern Oklahoma. Beautiful piece of heat treated K. Kind of Calf Creeky in a way. Calf Creek culture made some big circular scrapers. Let me see. Here's a circular one that, in my opinion, is kind of Dalton-y. I find this on a gravel bore where I find a decent amount of Daltons. It's kind of a thin form. That last one I showed was a bit thicker, heavier. This one's kind of more finely made. I could be wrong. This is all just speculation from a redneck Oklahoman that spends a lot of time looking for this stuff, man. Probably more than anyone realizes. All you hardcore rock hounds know. Look at that U-swear. Man, that's a lot. They were doing something right there. Kind of cool to examine. Oh, that seems cool. That vein running through there. Again, bulb of percussion slightly. They tried to, it's still there, but they tried to knock it. Here's a heat treated big scraper. Some fine use right there. Feels pretty sharp. I spotted this one. This is one of my favorite little scrapers. I found this years ago. It was on a site with a lot of arrow points. So I'm guessing it was Mississippian scraper. Perfect, beautiful, finely made. Pretty cool piece, man. This one was in Washington County, Oklahoma. Kind of up by Copan Lake, kind of. This one right here, man, is one of my most interesting ones to me. I've always been curious. Right here, it's kind of indented or bifurcated almost. I've never really seen, look at the graver spurs all around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5. I'm guessing 6, 7. I'm guessing 7 graver spurs were maybe originally on this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this one, or any of them for that matter. Hopefully y'all are enjoying this and finding it interesting. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes and then start another one. We still got a bunch to go. This is surface find in the river from where I find a lot of Clovises. It's a bifacial. Rounded bottom. Not sure. Kind of a green colored material here. I'm going to keep this one to the side because this is one that I think is kind of Dalton or paleo related. I find a few of these just like this, with one edge mainly will be worked. They all are that shape too. I'm going to keep it right there. Let me look for the other one while I'm looking. Oh, where are you? I have two of them that I can think of. I know they're in here. Here's one. Okay, look. See, this one side is worked. Kind of a rounded in. One side worked, kind of a rounded in. Pointy bottom. They kind of form a little triangular thing. I have another one. Oh, it's right here. Here it is. And they're both the same material, reed spring shirt, which a lot of Daltons are made like that, or made from that, my bad. Whenever you hunt for 15, 20 plus years, I know uniface knives aren't really distinguishable in every culture made them, but man, when you hunt as long as I have, and you just kind of get used to spotting what's what, man. You can just kind of tell certain workmanship, certain stone, certain patina on stone. It's hard to describe, man, but that's my opinion on these. I could definitely be wrong. I think it's a certain form of a paleo uniface. Here's a tiny little cool one. Awesome translucent material. Spider web design in it. Some weird use wear. How about a Clovis made out of that material? Be crazy. Here's a spurge scraper, very sharp, very fine, intricate work. I mean, I would call this a Folsom scraper and not think twice, but I'm not going to. I said it. Very sharp spurge scraper. Interesting piece. Interesting piece. Another old looking scraper with a ridge. You guys can just Google search Clovis scrapers from sites. I would keep in mind, always look for the ones that found at sites, because anyone could post something on Google that says Clovis scraper. I mean, really pay attention to that. Research sites. A lot of the ones you see have single ridges running down the centers of their blades too. Let's see, just grab one. K County shirt, kind of a tanged scraper, kind of like a mid-back tang scraper thing almost. That's interesting. I'm obviously dreaming with the mid-back tang. Maybe that's just use wear in there. Kind of like a spoke shave, yeah. All right, let's do one more, then cut it. Which one? How about this? I found this recently. It's not worked or anything, but look at that material. Found on my Clovis area. I'm gonna call it a utilized flake. Let you guys prove me wrong. I'd cut something up with that. Beautiful material. Oh, we'll take count. That's one drop in this series of videos. One party foul. Yeah, I believe I think it's Frisco shirt. Here's an old looking one. I'll sneak one more in. Baron Fork shirt, I believe. Some fine work on that edge. Probably like a side scraper type of the tool. Alright,